Okay. Green leaf lettuce, broccoli stalk. That is to be thrown out. I don't eat that. Red and Savoy cabbage. I don't really eat cabbage, but I'll eat it. Okay. Mini bagel toasts. I'll have to see what that looks like. Carrot, green onion, everything bagel seasoning with everything seasoned ranch dressing. Well, I like ranch dressing, but the broccoli stalk is to be thrown out. And I'm going to say this is a used paper plate, and it is to be thrown out. But I'm going to use it with a salad that is to be thrown out. Well, the company knows not to make it so that I can open it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, I will set this on the table, but I'll need to wipe the table down when I'm done. The knife, I don't need the knife right now, but I just put salad over the knife. Yeah, oops. Well, I need the knife for later. Well, it was clean, now it's not clean. I don't have a place to store a plastic knife right now. So I'll set it on the table, but that's not really clean. I don't really want it there. I have to wash it again. But it still won't be as clean, like the same clean than it was before. I didn't leave it in the freezer. I should have left it in the freezer, but here we are. It's not in the freezer. I don't have my motions counted over where I'm going to set down a plastic knife that needs to be thrown out because it's disposable plastic knife. You people want me to count my motions over your shunning, and that's not due. Because if you were alive, no single person would be responsible for your shunning because you'd be alive. It's not like that you can tell somebody, well, I've not been someplace because I've been shunning. And it's not like I can say, Mitch, hello, have you been shunning? Because if he's in contact or communication, then he's not shunning at that time. So where were you before, during, or after the contact? Have you been shunning? No, I can't say that. So here we are. There's some lettuce here. Let me find the broccoli stalk. Some of this looks normal. Is this broccoli stalk? Well, I like it. Whatever it is. It's okay. All right, let's go into toppings. Okay, this is the everything seasoning. All right. This is bagel chips. Okay. This will be for the second half of the salad that doesn't fit on the plate. And this is the dressing. This is the top. This is the top. So you just tear it open this way. Well, let me mix it up here. Okay, I have it open, but I need a place to set it down. where it's not going to get all over something. Okay. So I'm talking about damnation, about Charles Toe, before I turned on the camera. And it's true that I have too much leverage on the body that I'm in right now, and I'm going to die before it's done with its threatening. I'm aware that you don't know I'm in high leverage. I don't have time for what you think I'm here to do. I can't get it open. Yeah, I just need a scissors. No, I don't want to get up. No, 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 no. Yeah, but it's free. It's better than nothing. It's better than if I don't have it. Okay, let me get a scissors. Okay. I burped. I know. I am not happy with that. I'm tormenting the soul that I'm creating because it is the wrong problem to be elsewhere's right now. It doesn't know what I do for a living, and it's not angry with what I do for a living, but I poison its presence of mind, and it doesn't do anything but say, that sucks. And you still wait, like you wait for an answer. The creator of myself says something and waits for me to respond, like, please don't upset myself or disturb the peace of mind I have if you don't say that. What for? And then you just wait there for an answer and you completely suck. There's no one to tell. I could pray to God, but who are you? These are not croutons. They're called bagel chips, if I'm not mistaken. And they don't have... The croutons have seasoning on them, ideally. The bagel chips don't have seasoning. But I just topped it with the bagels, everything seasoning. But it wasn't like on the bagel or in the bagel chip. That would have been better. It's the middle of the night and I'm having a salad. I thought I slept through dinner. I did something, made a video before this one. I was planning on skipping dinner, but I got hungry in the middle of the night. So why don't you just have me on the TV or internet for my life? If you want to know what I do with my life, or you don't because you're not interfering with me, but this is your camera. I don't have this camera without that it came from some heavy leverage. You want to change my life? You want to make it worse? Can you make my life worse with immunity to yourself? How come I can't do that to you? Is it making your life worse that you're watching this video? Would your life be better if you weren't watching it? You want to change my life and make it worse? So that maybe I'd be elsewhere. You want to move it? What else do you want to do to me? You want to rape my genitals? You want to pull my head right off? No, there's something wrong with me. Which way? There's something wrong with me because of somebody raped my genitals? Or there's something wrong with me that you think I think that about you? That you would do that to me? Or if you're a female, you'd send somebody? That's your credit with me so far. 45 years of looking after my genitals and trying to torture my genitals so that I don't talk to you anymore about yourself. Why aren't you in prison with that? Somebody tried to torture me when I was homeless. I guess God was asking him, what will you do for this homeless person? And that's what he was willing to do for me. Torture me. I had to laugh a little when it was over because I'm deceased out of the torture. And nobody knows that. Yeah, but you keep trying, right? I'm obligated to eat on camera because you people have eaten in front of me in the past. So you have no reason to breach the front door here. If you want to see me eat, you can see it on YouTube. If you want to see it live, that's deceased. Comments. That food looks good. That's you wanting to eat it. You are no longer secured that you don't eat the food in front of me because you have your own plate of food. So what do you get your food for? How do you get food? If you're no longer threatening me that you're going to eat the food in front of me and you get your own plate of food and have all the food selections you want, even though I don't get selections of what I want, you get selections of you want because you're threatening to eat the food out from right in front of me. You're threatening to eat the food right out in front of me, from right out in front of me. How do you say that? It doesn't speak English. From right out from in front of me. And you can get your own selections of anything you want after that. You see how molested that is? And Mama Ray, a mama of a family of 7 on my internet feed. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to get food for your family of 7 anymore, but maybe you just shouldn't be with them anymore. If you don't have the food, would you just leave them? It's due to leave them. I just burped, and that's molesting my soul because she doesn't have internet elsewhere and she won't pay for it. So I'm just saying, you won't pay for it, you're going to pay for it this way. I'm going to molest you. You know what's wrong with that? That's what you are, saying no, not never. I'm doing it right now to my own self, and I can't stand it. No, not never. No, not never. No, 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 no. Jesus formed you, but I have to say, you are beyond what he can really answer to and for with himself about that. He formed you and he needed you. I have to get a little dressing on my hand. Now I have to put it in my hair and take a shower because there's something wrong with you. I need shampoo to get the dressing out of my hair. Are you very well behaved on money? Do you know that about yourself? How do you know that about yourself? You have a little piece of God in you that you want to put in this apartment and terrorize the living life out of me, that you're not in my prejudice and you're also not in prison. I've seen that already. Are you still trying? If you and your God know that about yourself, I'll see you in the afterlife about that, because I have 23 years of hard time to put on you in the afterlife. Are you just making the threatening or you're not? You're in the threatening now. You're making the threatening. So where are you going in eternity? You don't care. I care. I have to be in eternity, eternally. I can see you, or if I don't, because I'm elsewheres. That's you being hysterical, that you're not myself. Because you don't see yourself when you don't see me. That's you being hysterical somewhere. Father's coming with his creation. I am not father here is not true, I am, but it's homeless. You need genitals to see Father. You need genitals to be with myself, and you want to sell me your genitals, and I'm not buying what you're selling because the genitals are myself in there. You can't sell me your genitals. I am already present as the genitals. So why waste your time? You don't want to go to prison and die out of your genitals, but that's part of genitals. You have to do that. That's the order. Okay. Ah, I dropped something. It's dark and I don't have my glasses on. I might have dropped the seasoning packet. There's no one here to pick it up for me. I have to get it myself. And I don't need servants, but you caused the threatening that I need to do something for myself because you're not myself. And you don't clean that up ever. Why not? What else is there to do? I'll have what you're having. Give me your keys and get out. Wow, you're so advanced. You can afford to do that and you don't pay out keys. You collect keys and you don't pay out keys. You open up buildings that were locked to yourself and you don't pay out keys to myself. And if you don't pay out keys to other people because they're not myself, you're also due in prison on that point. Do you excuse me? That was for my soul, my overlord. I am an overlord and I have one. It did something to condescend myself by accident, and when it was deceased, it was homeless. It means it doesn't have foresight, and I am angry with that. Foreskin, what is foreskin? I'm not a male, I don't know what foreskin is and threatening. My dad used to eat too fast. I'm into this salad, even though I would say it could be thrown out. No, I like it. I want to eat it. Do you know how much money a singer could make in a recording contract? I would like to mention Maxi, whom I met in a greeting introduced by Nicolas Pieri in Argentina, Buenos Aires. And Maxi had a copy of Michael Jackson's greatest hits. And he sold it to me without having a dealer's license, to sell music, like if it was a music store. And he executed Michael Jackson, but why? Does anybody care about my life? Michael Jackson is disgraced. I was in Maxi's apartment with Nicolas Pieri, and he gave me the Michael Jackson CD, and I gave him money for it because I didn't want it like for free. But would he have given it to me anyway? Maybe just to look at it. I would have to hand it back to him. But what about the apartment? Does he have the key and he lives there? Well, I need the key. I can get a Michael Jackson CD at any official store. This creator is small and petty. Does Nicolas Pieri want me to pay for his food, clothing, and shelter for the rest of his life because Maxi locked him out of an apartment? That's how I know him, though. I've been locked out of 80 houses in my life. I can't stop you. I want my leverage deceased. I don't really want ownership or control of an apartment or property the way you do. So, I shouldn't have let Nicolas Pieri be locked out of Maxi's apartment. That's true that I don't know where that is without Nicolas Pieri. I would never find a Maxi anywhere on earth without Nicolas Pieri. I just don't know who that is or where he would possibly be. Or when. Does the God of Nicolas Pieri want me to love him and take care of him and make sure he doesn't go to the bottom of hell with himself because he is himself? Or what's going to happen to me? What are you going to do to me if I don't help you? I am myself, but what you are in an order. It's in order so that you don't individually, each one of you ask me that question. The order is very big. I'm not accessible that way. To all.